we can be a lot smarter in how we allocate dollars and how that impacts the effectiveness overall. I think we have to do a lot more assessment because there are a lot of programs in DISD where the results of those programs really aren't known because the process of assessment hasn't been there. So we don't know, we have the program, we don't know if it's successful or not. We don't know if we're achieving the goal.
Now, let me go ahead and talk about dropout rates.
Mm-hmm.
Dropout rates, well, they are going up or they're going down. Which one is it?
Well, they've been going down recently. There has been improvement on that in the last couple of years. It's still far from where it needs to be, especially in my district. But there has been a lot of improvement there. And I think that some of that improvement has to do with the success that the district has had in turning around certain schools. But you see how they went about that. When you look at the ACE program, what are you doing? You making sure that school has the resources and the facilitation it needs. You making sure that it has the proper distribution of quality teachers. You know, that's the primary thing that you're doing. So you're issuing a piece of equity to that school for their time frame, and it's having impact and effect. That's why I say when we talk about ensuring going forward that equity becomes real, not just a name, not just an office, but real for every child, you will see that same impact. And, you know, but to combine, I guess, that issue with the issue that you're talking about, a budget, you know, we have to find the smartest ways to do that, you know, in the most cost-effective format, because maintaining ACE for every school in the manner that it's being done currently is not sustainable. But there are ways to do it for every school that are.
Okay. Now, let's address discipline issues. Are there any discipline issues in the Dallas Independent School District?
Just a few.
Just a few.
Just a couple.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah. Well, you know.
I mean, you know, back when we were kids and everything, you know, you must be in the fact that your mom was at the school that you went to, you couldn't do no wrong. Mine wasn't there. I got called to the office a couple of times. I'm looking over at your brother over there.
I say, yeah, we do the inside of the office ourselves. I can say that honestly.
But you can't hit kids no more like that.
Yeah.
You know they used to have us paddles in the hallway, and then you go back to class and everything, and everybody made fun of you because they heard the paddle. Mm-hmm. You can't do that no more, right?
That's right. That's right.
So how do we bring discipline into the schools?
Well, I tell you, one thing, and it's something, you know, I've learned just being a father, raising my own children. You know, the purpose of that whooping was consequences, right? You provide consequences for your behavior. You do bad things happen to you, okay? And you recognize that connection, and that changes your behavior. That's the point. But for me, what I came to learn as a parent was it didn't just stay with bad consequence. That as a parent, you're really responsible for providing the whole room of consequence to your children, good and bad, so that you're not just reinforcing that you want to minimize bad behavior, but you're reinforcing that you enjoy and appreciate that good behavior, that you recognize it.
So you're proposing having consequences for good behavior?
I am. And here's what I say: when applied to the structure of the school district, really what you're talking about is positive behavioral reinforcement. What you're talking about is...
Say that again. That's live. I'm gonna use that next time I'm writing a paper. What was that again?
I said positive behavioral reinforcement.
All right.
Okay. Because what you're doing is actively letting those kids know when they do something right, that it's important, that you recognize it and that you appreciate it. And you will be shocked at how much children are a reflection of what's around them, especially in their younger ages. They're responding to their environment.
Yeah, to your point, in my office, I have a book by Jimmy Johnson, Coach Johnson, called Turning the Thing Around, and what he talked about was what you just said.
That's right.
The positive reinforcement. So you don't tell someone, don't fumble the ball.
That's right.
Because they're going to think about
all they're thinking about is fumbling.
The ball.
Exactly.
So you tell them, you've been holding the ball real well lately. I've just been noticing that. Guess
That's
what
right.
they do? They hold that ball tighter.
Exactly.
Because they say, well, I've been holding the ball real well,
That's
so
right.
therefore I'm not gonna fumble.
That's right. When you follow that process, you are reinforcing their visualization of them doing something good. And that visualization will lead them to behave in that same manner going forward. And that's a way that we can shape and focus our children in positive directions without taking that heavy hand. We know very well, as our community, we're over-policed, we're over-disciplined. I know from a personal experience what it means to be kicked out of school because I questioned a teacher, not in terms of her personality, but just in her curriculum.
You did that too?
I did that too. I was actually suspended one time. We can share stories on that.
Now you gotta catch us after hours on that.
Okay.
'Cause we're not gonna do that right now.
Okay.
But,
yeah, I got one for you on
okay.
that. We'll have to talk.
But that's good though to understand that most people when they running for office and everything, you didn't do anything bad like terrible or anything like that. But it is the understanding that you are real about this deal.
That's right.
And that's it. So we got to turn the corner and get our next guest on. We'd like to have you come back again.
I love that.
Appreciate
Definitely.
that. And tell us in our closing minutes why we should elect David King to be Dallas School Board Trustee.
Well, you should elect David King because I understand what's at stake, and I understand how to work with other trustees to get things done. I'm not going to sleep. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to stay focused 1,000% on our children and their progress. I'm going to stay focused 100% on making sure our communities receive everything that we deserve, and the district is moved towards being the premier urban school district in the country. So please elect David King, Dallas School Board Trustee, District 5.
Now, when is the election?
The election is May 4th. Early voting starts April 22nd and goes to April 30th.
Yes.
So please get out there and do early voting. It's so much easier. But get out there and vote, please. Look for David King.
All right. Thank you again. You're listening to the Commish Radio Show. We're going to go ahead and play some drops, and then after that, we will have our next guest on the Commish Radio Show. All right. Drop.
Hello, this is David King, and I'm running for Dallas Independent School District Trustee, District 5. And you're listening to the Commish Radio Show.
Let's run about 4 of them. Then we're out. All right. And then you want to stop the live? We stopped the live.
Hello, this is David King, and I'm running for Dallas Independent School District Trustee, District 5. And you're listening to the Commish Radio Show.
Which one you got coming up? I just trust me good. I ain't going to
Ed Gray of the Commish Radio Show. You can catch us now on Wednesdays, 5 to 6 in the Red Bowl, followed by Howard Scott of the Howard Scott Show. Why can't we be friends? On the Fishbowl Radio Network.
Oh, really?